a couple of tips here if you want to include some kind of graphic design work in your portraits or any kind of artwork you ever make with Photoshop. We're going to use these two examples as inspiration for what we create from scratch today using a couple new tools. Okay, so let's jump into Photoshop real quick and create a new file. This file can be, those dimensions look okay, 300 res. We can always size it down later. It's a large file right now at 11.6 megs, so keep in mind, probably need to size this down later if you're going to want to, depending on what you want to use it for. Okay, so a couple just quick little tips that we can do with this is get the shape tool out, and this shape tool you can really, there's a bunch of different shapes you can use: the rectangle, ellipse tool, polygon, custom shape tools kind of neat too. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. We'll just start with the rectangle, and all we're going to do is just kind of make some little narrow rectangles, okay? And you can change the color each time, and you'll notice that the the layer pops up over here as this kind of shape layer, okay? And then the colors up here, we have the options along the top. Alright, and you can hold the cursor down over those and it'll kind of tell you what it'll be, what kind of options you're looking for, okay? So let's just make this, I don't know, just a red. Okay, let's make some more. Maybe some different colors or something. I'm going to change this color to like a green, I don't know. Okay. Now we have some different colors, stripes here. Okay, let's merge these together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is hold down Shift, click on the top layer, hold down Shift, click on the bottom layer, and now what I can do is I can merge these by clicking Apple A, Apple E, or layer merge layers, and there it is, Apple E. There you go. Okay. And there's our shape right over here. Okay, now what we can do is just, we can play around with like warping, or we can go to edit transform, we can warp this. Okay, let's just bring this way down here. Just play around with it, get it the way you want it. Just put a little tweak on here. Let's see, make a rainbow if you want. That's kind of neat. You can bend it way over there like that. It's kind of cool. Just play around with the warp until you have it interesting. Okay. You can hit pause anytime and or fast forward through this part and just start working and just start getting something that looks, you know, interesting. Alright, let's just call it a day at that. Alright, so now what I can do is I can duplicate this by dragging it down to the copy paper down here. Okay, and there I have another layer. I could duplicate this, I could just move it around, I could go to edit, transform, and I could flip it vertically if I wanted to. I can Apple T is a quick command for transform. So hit the Apple T button and you can just drag it out, make it larger. Okay. Now we have we can play around with the other shape tools. Okay, custom shape tool. We have our shapes here that we can choose from. A lot of different things. If you click on this arrow over here, you have a whole bunch of different types, and you can get talk bubbles, symbols. Let's see what kind of symbols they have. Use the old yin and yang, huh? Okay. This is kind of neat. I'm going to show you one thing here. Let's say I have this shape. Now what I can do is, let's get rid of this one. I'll make some more later. So what I can do is I can hold on the Apple key right here. Notice over this thumbnail, over the Apple key, click on it, and it's going to select the color, and that it's going to select the object. Really is basically what it's doing. Now what I can do is I can click on this shape, and because this is selected, click on this shape and hit the delete button, the big delete button, or the backspace button. And what essentially that did is it had it selected, so it took it away from that layer. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this layer. Okay, so now basically what we did was we cut a hole through our objects, which is kind of neat. Now if we link these things up, hold on shift, and we can link them. Click on the link button. Now they can move together. Once you link them, they can move together. See? Or if we unlink them, just click on one, you'll see how it's kind of cut away. You see that? Okay? Kind of a neat thing. Now we can duplicate this a bunch of times. Now if you hold on the Apple key when you click, watch what happens. I'm holding on the Apple key and I'm clicking on this layer. It's going to switch and automatically change the layer that I'm looking for. So you don't always have to go over to the layers and search, okay, what layer is that? Which one is it? Because I don't know. They're all the same. So I can hold on the Apple key and click on the layer, and it'll automatically choose it in my layers palette. Same thing with any layer. I can click and hold on the Apple and click on this layer here, and it'll select it, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of alternate the size and kind of rotate some of these so they're different. And you can do this real fast by using the Apple T quick selection. And then we can just start playing around with them and organizing them in a certain way. That helps with create the flow of the piece. And we can look for some other shapes if we want. Let's see. Animals. Kind of lame. Not too many good animals there. Kind of like the bird. Let's see. Nature. What am I looking for here? Let's try the butterfly. Because, you know, they use the butterfly in the other one, so I'm going to use it in this one, of course. Alright. That sun would be a good one, too. Okay, here we go. Let's make some butterflies.